Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. I have this Ascorti that needs a little refresh, so let's turn around to the workbench and get started. Let's take a closer look. It's a Caminetto New Deer 109. Here's the other nomenclature. Pipe's in nice shape. Acrylic stem. Here's your mustache logo. Tooth marks, very light. Those will sand out. Nothing really on the back. Let's take a look at the bowl. Bowl has a little cake to it, but not terrible. Looks pretty good. We'll ream this out. Do a little cleaning on it. We'll have to use. We've got some carbon buildup on the rim. Do overall cleaning on it and refresh the stain, I'd say. I don't think I think it'll lose some of the stain once I clean it. So we'll have to refresh that. But looks pretty straightforward. No crack. A little dirty, not overly. All right, let's get started. We'll start by reaming the bowl. See what we got here. Well, really not seeing anything. Need to ream it a little bit more. Don't quite have all the carbon out, but the walls look pretty good so far. Let me continue to ream this out and we'll look at it when I'm finished. All right, let's take a look now that I'm done. And the walls look excellent. Good shape. All right. Well, let's see how dirty this stem is. Tight. I use 90% isopropyl alcohol. And this is a tapered bristle pipe cleaner. Now let me continue to clean on that and I'll be back. It took a little while, so while I'm working on the stem, let's go ahead and finish it up, get out a couple of these little bite marks, and then I'll put it on the buffer. These marks are pretty light, so it won't take a lot. All right, we'll put it on the buffer. All right, done with the stem. Shined up nicely. Those slight tooth marks are now gone. So let's move on to the stummel. Well, let's take a peek inside that mortise again. Fairly dirty. So we'll get the Start cleaning on that. I'll use the bristle pipe cleaners along with, I'll use my mortise reamer. Out of frame, sorry about that. So we'll start with bristle cleaners and then probably use that reamer. Yep, fairly dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and get something out with the reamer here. The mortise is not that deep. Yeah, may have to soften it up with a little bit more alcohol. There we go. Quite a bit of gunk there. All right, let me continue to clean on this and I'll be back. Well, that was fairly dirty. Looks a lot better now. All right, we'll continue to clean on this stumble. But before I apply my stumble cleaner, briar cleaner, we'll see if I can pick off a little bit of this carbon buildup on the rim. Just gives the cleaner a better chance. All right, let's apply some cleaner. Well, to keep the cleaner from getting inside the pipe, I'm going to use a cork on the bowl, and this is a disposable earplug. And that'll seal off, and that way it won't get you down into the pipe. Before and after briar cleaner. Get a good thick coat on there. Then we'll let this stay on for 20 minutes. And then we'll scrub it with a soft toothbrush and some water. All right, we'll give that 20 minutes. Have some water and a soft bristled brush, and we will scrub it for about 3 or 4 minutes. Four minutes is up, so this is just water. A little tangled up here. Looks like we got pretty clean. Let's look at the rim. Don't want to focus. Going this way. There we go. A bit better look at the rim. Yeah, it looks good. Now I got a little bit on the edge right here, a little carbon, but that's not a big deal. I'm happy with that. All right. I'm going to use light brown and then rub it pretty aggressively with paper towel and alcohol to lighten it up even more. Might look a little dark at first. All right, we'll let that finish drying and we'll buff it. A heavy rusticated pipe can be rather challenging to buff, so this is going to take a while. And you're still in some of these little craggy areas. They're going to be a matte finish. Best you can do a lot of times is just get these high spots with a good polish, but we'll give it a shot. Well, here's the finished pipe. I'm fairly happy with it. The stain, I tried out 3 different stains. I didn't record trying those out, but I did a light tan, a tan, and then this light brown. And the tans both wanted to go with a little green on the pipe for some reason. So I went with the light brown. It's a shade darker than the original pipe, but I still feel that it's a really nice looking pipe. Stem looks great. Everything turned out really well. Thank you for sharing your time with me today and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.